we all grew up thinking that we're running out of natural gas in this country. That's what we grew up thinking. What's happened is, because of some new development technology, they've found a vast new supply of natural gas in rock formations, and it's got environmental issues, and like every source of energy does. Gulf of Mexico, drilling, nuclear power in Japan. But because of this vast new supply of natural gas, there's an awful lot of activity going on. And what you don't know how we're going to use this is the problem. Here's a factoid you need to know that tells you what's driving a lot of this. If you know oil prices are about $80 a barrel, if you convert natural gas prices, thermally equivalent basis, to oil, natural gas is about $25 a barrel. And what that tells me as an economist is that all this supply that we have discovered has created a vast new opportunity. We don't know how to use it, but when you have price differences like that, it tells you there's a tremendous amount of energy going into trying to figure out how we can use this new supply better. And it's a cleaner source. So, you know, there are benefits and there are costs to this whole thing. We've got issues trying to figure out how to do this in an environmentally clean way. But what it tells you is there's a quiet revolution going on in the energy sector, which is trying to figure out how to use all this. And we use natural gas to produce peak load and power generation, but the only way you can really take advantage of this is if you can move some of the transportation system to it. And that's why you're hearing an awful lot of talk about this. It's more in our minds and the idea of how to do this, but I think it's created a whole new interesting set of opportunities and incentives that is generating a lot of activity in much of parts of our economy. So in conclusion, there are difficult things. The building business, the real estate outlook has been very grim. I think most of this, the cleanup we're getting behind us. I think it won't be long before you start to see more positive signs in the real estate sector. Our public sector is still tightening its belt. There are stresses there because we taxpayers at the end of the day are where the buck stops. But the truth is, when you look at the core drivers of our economy, and it's the business sector, there's a reason we call business cycles. They're all about businesses. When I look at the core business community, it looks to me, if I did not know there was all this pessimism about the economy, and I looked at these telltale signs of the health of the business community, I would be surprised that people are so pessimistic, because I've never seen anything quite like this. From the business point of view, what the signals are telling them is that there's lots of opportunity everywhere.